from having your own opinion on those project speeches. So while the evaluators are going to give their opinion now, I also request you to make use of the top portion of the balance sheet given to you. Write your opinion of evaluation on the project speeches, hand it over at the end of the session. That will be very useful and motivating to the project speakers as well. To begin with, I have the first evaluator to evaluate the first project speaker. And as usual, she is somewhere hiding. Okay, you're there. Whenever I look at her, I just see an younger version, an younger female version of Guru Prasad. That's why I like her. So I never asked her what is your introduction or why be serious, because I know what is her answer going to be. It's going to be a ditto of mine. And of course it didn't stop me. I somehow went to her and asked her, what do you want me to say about being serious? Whatever you feel like you say. So that's how I take things. And I'm glad to invite Toastmaster Janani Suri.
Good afternoon, Toastmasters and guests. My target speaker, Toastmaster Gopalakrishnan, has given his CC1 today. The objective of CC1 is to break the ice. And let me just say, Toastmaster Gopalakrishnan came here and absolutely broke the ice. Toastmaster Gopalakrishnan, your speech was a very narrative in context. You even created a character called Raja, and you said, this is the story of a young boy named Raja. And you went on telling the story, right from his childhood, then he moved to college, then finally his job opportunities. One thing that was constant throughout your speech, weaving it like a narrative, was your belief in dreaming. It's even in the title, The Eternally Dreaming Village Boy. Your whole story is a story of a person who dreams a lot and achieves everything he dreams for, largely due to that wonderful quote you kept repeating. If you dream, if you want something, the universe will conspire to give it to you. Yes, indeed, you dreamt and you got everything you conspired for. And we could feel that throughout the story. One thing I absolutely loved about your story was your sentence structure. Your grammar was on point. Grammar is something I'm absolutely very fond of, and your grammar is remarkable. Your tenses were perfect. Your sentence structure, the way you phrase certain words. You used a device called escalation, like 4 years, 64 subjects. Time passes. My father also passed. Everyone can get what you're trying to say because you use that device of escalation absolutely remarkably, and we could all get everything that you were trying to say. As for your body language, you were absolutely confident. Your clarity was wonderful. You came here and everyone could understand whatever you said. That was all on point. Now, CC1 requires that you use notes. You absolutely didn't use notes, but as your evaluator, I am, so I fail on that respect. And one more thing, what I absolutely liked about your speech, the usage of quotes very well. I can't narrate all your quotes, especially the Tamil one, the one from Tirupur, because I cannot speak Tamil. That was there, and that lent a sense of gravity to your speech, because we could all feel that since you're quoting things, you must be absolutely confident to come and say them. One suggestion, although I had to ruminate very hard to find this. You spoke very well, we could all understand what you were saying, but you were kind of moving very fast. Your speed of speaking was slightly fast. It's very ironic that I am coming here to speak about this. But the speed of speaking was very fast. My first evaluator told me that I should pause. And maybe you could also pause a bit. You could learn that by having someone listen to your speech and time it. Another thing was your movement was a little distracting. While the movement was good, you could reduce it a little bit by practicing in front of a mirror. Other than that, your speech was absolutely amazing. A great start to your CC1. Hope you will receive many more amazing speeches from you in the future. Thank you so much.
That was Janani, the budding journalist, giving her report. So, to evaluate the next speaker, Ravi, we have the evaluator who's an IT professional and feels that all his professional life is always serious, 24/5. And that is why he chose to be a Toastmaster, to get rid of all those seriousness that the profession is dumping on him and come here, unwind, enjoy. Prakash.
good afternoon to Toastmasters and Welcome. Toastmaster Ravi started his career in Toastmaster through CC1. Here, I started to write a note about the positive and negative. But I split it into layer, right, positive and negative. But I couldn't write more than 2 negatives. All are positive. Initially, I thought how he started very well about started to speak his speech. The first one, I could say he started the opening is very well. And very confident, everyone could see how he spoke about his confidence. The second one, he maintained the humor throughout the speech. Everyone witnessed for that. And even each and every transaction between school, college, and life, everything he added the humor. That is the humor we can easily connect it to him, and he can easily capture what he meant to say. That is the one we captured. That is a very good kudos for that. The third one, transaction. Very good transaction between each and every layer. Really, when I was doing my CC1, I was very lagging that. But when I see him, I got more confident. I can give one more CC1. Kudos for that. The next one, eye contact. He started here, but he started everyone. He started to see everyone in each and every eyes. That is good for that. The next, body language. Very good body language. He used entire audience from here to here, but he is using the stage, but he was seeing everyone. But only one thing I could recommend, if you stand here and you was little bit dancing. I noticed that is the one, but for that, you can stick into the single position and you can explain whatever you want to say. And otherwise you can split the stage in 3 or 4 layers to increase your confidence. And if you split the stage, you can easily remember what point you can say next and next. That is the thing. This is the recommend I got from my mentors. That is the one I am going to convey to you. Except that your speech was awesome. The CC1 is very, very good. We are waiting for CC2. Over to you.
Thanks, Prakash. And the third speech by Toastmaster Jamuna is going to be evaluated. Life is full of contrasts. This evaluator is again from an IT company. But she says, my life is full of joy. We never have serious moments in our profession. Neither me nor my team. We always enjoy our life. Nice to hear. I'm glad to welcome Toastmaster Haripriya to do the next set of evaluation.
Good evening to one and all, and a special good evening to Toastmaster Jamuna. What a brilliant positive attitude you have portrayed today. You have literally showed the meaning of I am obese, so what is there to be serious about? Your introduction was brilliant. You have started with a date. You have introduced your life actually in a way with introducing your speech. Then you have come up with interesting, strong opening by saying that I have tried everything. I have tried this, and nothing worked. The only thing that works is not to worry and just be happy. You have created a point in the introduction itself. That was a very brilliant work that you have done. Coming to your body, your speech objective was mainly to organize your speech, and I could see the organization from the beginning. You have opened it strongly. Then you have got the body, wherein you started saying each stage of your life and correlating it with your theme. I could see the intertwining brilliantly done, wherein you have started in my school, again obesity. In my college, again, what is the link that has with obesity? It was indeed brilliant, and the main thing is that you have added a lot of humor, we had a lot of fun, but then you never got drifted away from your theme. That is something very well observed and very, very brilliantly portrayed. Come to the conclusion. Conclusion is something where you have the catch of the audience, where you can make people remember your speech, and you have done that well too. You have banged on conclusion where you said that being obese can also be positively taken. You can be obese and then you can think that you're just short. It's not obesity, it's just being short. And that was wonderfully done. Even for me, to give you some scopes for improvement, I would say pauses are good if they are intentional. But if they are not intentional, they would be little diverting. Probably you can work on that by timing or something like that. And you did deliver a powerful speech. But if it is a tad bit little louder in sense, it would not be very disturbing for people to hook on their ears to your speech. that is something that I thought I would tell you. There was a wonderful distinction between your introduction and body, organization of speech. But then I did not see the same distinction very clear between the body and the conclusion. I felt that the conclusion was a little hurried upon. You made the point, but then you could extend the conclusion is what I have felt. Apart from this, your organization of speech was really something that people could wonder upon. You are indeed an embodiment of equanimity actually. You are full about your obesity. That is so important. Your positive attitude, being and advising people to be stress-free is something great. And given this attitude, you can do wonders at any speech level. So congratulations on that and all the best.
Thank you, Cynthia. And we have the last evaluation of the day, evaluating the speech of, who's the fourth speaker? Toastmaster here. And this evaluator, anyway, it's customary to ask the evaluators to talk something about the theme. I asked her, are you a serious person? She said, yes and no. And I asked her, do you want everything around you or the life to be serious? She said, yes and no. Are you going to give a good evaluation today? No. Toastmaster Aishwarya, the evaluator.
Once again, good evening to all the Toastmasters. My target speaker, Vinod, gave us CC3 today. The opening was very theateristic and was very suspense building. So you started with a scene stating December 2006, me and my father was invited to the headmaster's room to have a discussion. So in that moment, you got everyone hooked into your speech, and the transition was good. When you narrated, the suspense was still maintaining with your speech. Like when you said, when you questioned everyone, which is the most critical grade in your schooling life, which is 9th, the filtering part of your schooling career. Everyone was hooked in there again. You had everyone with you. And when you mentioned lazy kid and power saving mode, did you notice how many people were able to relate to it, and you had a touch of humor sense, which again had everyone's attention? And then your voice modulation. I was stunned to see the despair on my father's face. It was perfect. That's how you should. You can't be humorous every time, as your title suggests. You have to cry at the scene. You have to cry. You can't be humorous there. And then, yes, your pause. When it was getting obvious, you managed it so well. You said, "This is how I was till my 9th standard." You managed it so well. Not many of us can do it. Not me. And you had a specific purpose in your speech, like finding a reason to improve. You had a reason. You wanted to put back the smile on your father's face, and you added the supporting reasons. Like we always, when we venture into something, we always find a reason to give up. You gave us a reason not to give up. You thought about your parents' sacrifice. You thought about how they were sweating out. This is an inspirational tidbit for us. So when we find a reason to give up, we can think of why we can find the reasons why we shouldn't give up. So that complemented your specific purpose very well. And the suggestion would be, don't think about the next slide when you talk. See, most of when you ask the senior Toastmasters or anybody, most of us would say that you talk for your audience. But what I'm going to say could be, opposing it. Don't talk for the audience. Speak for yourself. When you're at this stage, no matter how many mistakes you make, you're the king. They're going to listen to it. So it's okay. It's okay to be to make mistakes. See, I'm making so many mistakes. I'm stumbling. It's okay. So just don't think about the next line, just go on with your speech. And then, though the time is up, I'm going to say this. When you said thinking about my parents and then sweating it out, it was good. You were reiterating the motivational aspects. But at certain points, I felt like you were not too convincing. When they hear your speech, they should feel that fire in them. They should say, okay, I'm going to do something about it. I'm going to find my reason. I'm not saying that maybe that's your voice, that's how you usually speak. Maybe that can be a little more inspiring. So just see to it. Other than that, it was a very good, entertaining speech and inspiring speech as well. Thank you.
Thank you, Aishwarya. How many of you are IT engineers here? IT professional. Sorry, I don't believe the word IT engineer. Engineer is different IT professional.
Yeah.
So among those IT professionals, how many of you remember a word called recursion? Recursive functions, recursive algorithm, right? Toastmaster also believes in recursion. We do give a speech, somebody gives an evaluation, then somebody gives an evaluation of evaluation. Then general evaluator comes and gives evaluation of evaluation of evaluation. So now we have a person. For the first time throughout the day, I am going to introduce a person who is really always serious. And he is going to do the evaluation. He is the one person who changed this time from 3 o'clock to 2:55 p.m. of night. Like Bata showroom, we have a unique time. 2:50. Today is, that's in my general evaluation report. I get it later. He is the one person who made us feel a little serious about being Toastmaster. Things were going hayway and he brought things under control. And he is the one person who conducted, till date, it's a history in entire Toastmasters in District 82, who conducted last year's Division I conference, exactly started at 9 o'clock and exactly ended at 4:30 p.m. In spite of being this serious, he also won the best humorous speech. I'm very glad to invite Toastmaster Ramalingam to give evaluation on evaluators.
Good evening, general evaluator, fellow Toastmasters, and my dear evaluators. The purpose of evaluation is to add value to the speakers. The purpose of evaluation on evaluation is to add value to the evaluators. So for the first speaker, Gopalakrishnan, Journey evaluator, Journey, you were bang on, you were to the point, you were very specific on what are all the good points of the speaker. His narrating style, the language usage, he didn't use the notes, so you appreciated for it. So you are bang on to all the positive points as well as on the improvement suggestion. So what you gave is perfect. Even if we need to give you an improvisation or any suggestions to you, his speech was like over and above CC1. He looked like a seasoned speaker. Maybe if you could have put that in your report, you would have added value. Except that I couldn't find any mistakes or any points to add value to it. So good job done by Journey. Give her a round of applause. Then for the second speaker, Ravi Prakash evaluated. Prakash, your recommendations were he had good connection with the audience, he had good transitions, and the negatives or points of improvement what you gave us, he was transferring weight between legs. That was the suggestion you gave him. In addition to the positives you have mentioned, maybe if you could have noted down something like when he used in his entire script, his script was completely funny. In CC1 itself, he was trying to bring humor in it. And that too, he was self-deprecating himself. If you would have added these points, you could have added more value to him, you would have felt more comfortable on stage. Then, though he was transferring weight between his legs, the reason being was, I think it's because of his nervousness. He could have pointed out that and given him a solution how to come out of nervousness, especially coming on the first time. Maybe he is allowed to use notes. He could have used notes, he could have felt more comfortable. He could have mentioned that in the report, he could have added much more value to him. Otherwise, it's a good evaluation, so we'd like to see you as a much better evaluator next time. Then for the third speaker, Jamuna, Toastmaster Haripriya evaluator. Haripriya, you simply followed the good sandwich technique which all the Toastmasters follow, so good job done. In addition to what other points you have mentioned, I also request you to consider this. When you are giving an evaluation, put some structure to it. say like these are the positive points. I noted 3 positive points, like 1, 2, 3. Then these are the areas of improvisation, 1, 2. This will give complete structure. Also as an audience, also the speaker, I know where you are, whether you are talking about the positive point or the negative point, to be very clear. And in CC2, what is more important is transition. In fact, she used transition very perfectly in a planned way, like kid here, then school here, college here. Transition also use the stage. If you have put that, this is a very conscious effort she has put in. If you have noted that, would have added much more value to that. So otherwise, you follow the good sandwich technique. So good round of applause for you. Aishwarya, evaluator notes for the speech. Your positives were like he has used a dramatic opening and managing the pauses very well on the spot. And you have given him suggestions on how to stop thinking about the next time, just talk. So the good points definitely. But CC3 has got some specific objectives, like getting what is his major objective and what is his specific objective. Did he meet that objective? I request you to evaluate based on those objectives. That will add more value to the speaker and also to the audience. What's the specific, what is the requirement of CC3, whether he has fulfilled that or not. Next time when you are evaluating, if you improve that, it will add much more value. Otherwise, I like to evaluate.
So that was the first level of recursion you saw. And okay, please, timer, read out the qualified evaluators. This is not your timer's report, you are reading out the qualified evaluators.
Toastmaster Janani, Toastmaster Prakash, Toastmaster Haripriya.
And Toastmaster Ramalingam is also included in the list, right? No? Okay. So I request you to vote for the best evaluator in your ballot.